Hello you and welcome back once again to the second channel where today Planet Coaster 2 has been announced. And well, I thought it'd be quite interesting to actually take a look at this right here as someone who obviously is quite into theme park games. This is definitely something that people have been speculating on for literally a couple of weeks now. And then the last couple of days, Frontier have actually been, you know, dropping some spoilers almost over on their Twitter. And of course on their Twitch where they've basically been streaming 24 hours with some crown noises. And then today with some chain lift noises. And that of course has all led up to this right here, Planet Coaster 2 announcement trailer. I have not actually looked at this. I've literally looked about 2 seconds into this and thought, actually, you know what? I should probably do a bit of a reaction to the trailer right here. So let me whack on the headphones and let's actually take a look. Okay, so we're starting off right here. We've got a piece of coaster track going up like a hill right here. And then straight off the bat, I'm going to say straight away, this looks like it could be Planet Coaster 1. Is that just me? I kind of half expected them to completely just change it up or go for something at least a little bit different. The NPCs look the exact same. The coaster tray looks the exact same. The coaster track looks the exact same. I don't know, but of course this is pre-alpha engine footage here, as it says down at the bottom right here. So that could mean that actually this is going to change. Maybe it'll look even better than this. Which in that case, if it looks better than this, then it's definitely going to be better than Planet Coaster 1. I'm a little bit unsure on how much better. Like, honestly, you could tell me this is in Planet Coaster 1. I'd have no idea. I'd have no way of realizing. But okay, let's move past the graphics. Let's have a look here. Oh, actually, okay, all right. As we can see right here, there is a lot more character emotions. The characters are a lot less, I don't know, just like no emotions, just staring as they go on the ride. Well, okay, no, they had some actual like pre-recorded animations, but this is a lot better here. And we can actually see that these two are holding each other's hands right here. This woman's looking a little bit scared. Oh, and actual guests waving to each other. You know what? Wait, sorry, no. Okay, no, I was going to talk about the guest emotions. I think we need to adjust something first here. What the hell is this water slide doing here? Oh my god. Okay, so we're getting water parks, water slides, and just water stuff, I guess, in Planet Coaster 2. That is very exciting. And you know what, actually, I was talking on a Geekism stream the other day, actually, about Planet Coaster 2. And I was theorizing that there's probably a big chance that we're going to get something more like Planet Coaster, like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, where you actually have the expansion packs with zoos and with the actual water park. I kind of do doubt that we're actually going to get zoos in Planet Coaster 2 just because we, of course, have Planet Zoo, which, you know, it wouldn't really make sense to add them in. Of course, unless this is going to be a successor to Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo into one game, but I kind of doubt that. Water parks, though, that is a very cool feature. I wonder if this is going to be an expansion pack, though, or if it's going to be base game. Anyway, as I was saying before, we actually had the guest emotions right here with this woman waving and then the guy kind of waving back to her. That will be very interesting to see if guests actually can interact on and off rides, or maybe this is just a pre-animated thing. I actually have no idea. This just says that it's pre-alpha engine footage, not that it's in-game footage, so I don't know. Very cool though if that is true right here. And then this guy right here. Okay. People very scared. Oh, 𝗵𝗵𝗍𝗀𝗀. And then this guy right here is going on the water slide. All right, okay, but hold on though. I do just want to go back here because we do actually get a shot more of a wider theme park. And again, I'm going to say it. This looks exactly like Planet Coaster 1? Is that just me? I don't know. Maybe it's more of like a successor in the fact that it will be less laggy, more optimized, some different gameplay features. And of course here, well, we've got the actual water slides and I guess water park features right here. My only worry is that it's going less into the creativity side, especially because this looks the exact same as Planet Coaster 1 does. And it's going to be more about the management and water parks, which, I don't know, for an actual Planet Coaster game, you know, Planet Coaster, an actual theme park builder, it feels like it's going more into that theme park management side of stuff, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Let's actually continue watching here, though, because we've got a guy in the water slide here, and they're going to be racing, which is very cool. And, okay, that was very interesting. We've got, like, a very blurry view right here. I think this is pretty much as unblurred as we're going to get it right here. And I'm not going to lie, this doesn't look like in-game footage at all. This looks like it's some sort of pre-rendered stuff right here, which, you know, to be fair, that's kind of normal. But this does look really good here, to be fair. Although, what I am noticing here is that there are a lot more, like, smaller pieces. And hopefully that is something that we will will be getting in Planet Coaster 2 is more modular, smaller pieces, because that's something that Planet Coaster 1 had massive problems with. Just everything was way too big. It just wasn't scalable. The scale was all off even between different pieces. So hopefully something that we're getting fixed in Planet Coaster 2. And we can obviously see here we've got Pool, we've got people in Lilos, we've even got the actual entertainers here in the dino suit and stuff like that. But nothing too surprising there, of course. Other thing I quickly want to mention is that we do actually have these ropes here, which are very different to each other. There's actually one that's kind of, what's the word? Like, it's actually being affected by gravity. It's a little bit loose right here. I really hope that we actually have a rope tool in Planet Coaster 2, where you can actually just, like, go this point here, make rope, and then you can decide how actually bowed, I guess is the word, or just how loose the rope is, you know, how much it's actually like hanging down, or if it's tight like these ropes over here are. I guess we'll have to see about that though, but let's actually continue. Okay, so this is an interesting shot right here. We can see the underneath of the water, and we can see that that is definitely not really changed much from Planet Coaster 1, unfortunately. The water's still just like a flat layer, and then there's just like an effect when you go underwater, I guess. Although, if this is just pre-rendered footage, and of course this is pre-alpha, that's definitely not solid. It's just a point that I wanted to say quickly here. Okay, so yeah, we are actually getting a better shot right here. And something that I find very interesting straight off the bat is that we actually have balloons right here, which are like tied to big ropes. And these look like massive balloons. It seems like a very weird thing to kind of point out on. But again, with these ropes here, these all do look really great. And by the looks of it, okay, I'm just going to call it right here. I think we are going to get some sort of rope tool, because the way that this is actually made, you can see it's quite rigid. It's like got points where it's kind of going do. That kind of does lead me to believe that we are going to have some sort of rope tool. Maybe that's not super in-depth, that's not like super fluid, but definitely some sort of rope tool like this. I think that is definitely possible. And if you guys have played Water Park World, which is a game on Roblox, if you're coming from just Planet Coaster sort of scene right here, that does have a rope tool that works very similar to this. So I'm gonna call it. I think we're getting a rope tool, which will also affect, you know, stuff like the actual hanging lights right here and stuff like that. I think we are gonna get something like that. That would be very good. Oh, and also, of course, it's probably a good thing to point out that we've actually got, like, I guess, using the Lilos right here, using these, like, I don't know what you call them, but, like, the strudels, I think, or something like that. Just sitting in them right here, just chilling in the actual water park, which looks pretty good. And now this is very interesting that we've had the actual logo change with now the water in it, which makes sense. It's now actually got water parks in it. Of course, you can see the water texture back here as well. And that does lead me to believe, first of all, we should be getting water parks in the base game, not as an expansion, like in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 had it. But that also does lead me to believe that this game is, again, going to be focused more on the fact that we now have water parks in the game, and maybe more on that management side, like I already discussed earlier, which, I don't know, that's kind of a shame in my opinion, because it's Planet Coaster, and there's definitely a lot of things that Planet Coaster 1 could definitely improve on. But, I mean, let's just keep watching. I'm going to give more of my final opinions up for the end. Okay, though, we do have this shot right here, which looks really good, actually. It still looks quite cartoonish. That's something that I definitely think we're just not going to get changed with Planet Coaster. It's just the sort of style they go for. But the foliage right here does look really, really nice, actually. Really well detailed, very cool looking. Again, we can see these balloons. We can see, like, floating stuff around the place right here. And these rocks as well, they don't look great, but they don't look bad either. Maybe that's just a fact of it being a pre-alpha right here. In terms of the actual water slides, though, of course, we can talk about those. We've got, like, a funnel right here. We've got a couple different water slides, as you can see, just going around here. Obviously, they're going to be completely modular, probably exactly how we build roller coasters. And then in this next shot here, we actually have, well, of course, I think some hotels in the background. That's nothing too new, though. Planet Coaster 1 had that. And again, the trains and the track, I mean, they look pretty much identical, but that's not much of a shock because Planet Coaster 1, that already looked pretty good. So there's not too much need to redo that. Like, it's not exactly like that. That's a massive priority, is it? But also just like these smaller pieces, again, the scaling looks a lot better. The pieces look like they're a lot more customizable. Like, for example, these rope right here. I know we're talking a lot about rope here, but the rope here, it does kind of indicate that maybe we'll have these rope pieces hopefully separate and smaller. Although I'm not sure because all of these are just like the exact same on each piece. Please, Can you give us more customizability? I'm hoping that these are separate and you can do stuff like that, but obviously there's no telling for now, really, is there? But yeah, again, we've got more guest emotions, stuff like that. We've got, some new rides. And this is actually showing us building the water slides. And as I said before, it's very modular. It'll be the exact same as Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, to be honest. But it does look really good. Water slides look really nice. And as you can see, we've got a little POV right here. Oh, okay. No, so this part's actually quite exciting right here. We've got modular flat rides. So let's just actually watch that again right here. You can see they're actually building up parts onto the actual flat ride, including we actually even get like some rocks being placed on the flat ride, which is very exciting. That will be very cool if so, because then that basically will open the fact that I'm guessing Frontier plan to have it just blank flat rides. I mean, we can see this flat ride at the start here is a pretty just blank normal flat ride until they start building on it. It still has some theming, which it's not great, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm also not a massive fan of the fact that it still looks like there's a fence around this, but maybe that's something that's, you know, like toggleable. It would be really great to just be able to remove the floor on this, not have any floor other than the actual ride, because you can still see there's like a path around it with the fence and the gates, stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know if that's really going to change too much, but definitely the fact that we can actually build modular flat rides right here and actually add parts on, that is very, very exciting here. That means we're going to have a lot more customizability. And then, of course, we can just see the actual build mode right here. That's nothing too special. Although, I do just want to point out that we are actually seeing windows and balconies here. I wonder if that is just a cosmetic thing, or if guests are actually going to be using hotels more properly now. It would be great if guests actually, you know, walked out onto their balconies and stuff like that, and actually was using them a little bit more, or if we could even see into the hotel rooms in some way. Although, I somehow doubt that. I don't think that's the main part of the game. It would just be a nice little, like, quality of life, just a small touch that make the game feel a lot more vibrant and alive, other than just having windows and balconies that are just always empty. You know, that'd be a nice thing. And also, just talking about smaller things, you can see as they're building right here, this has got so much customizability with each of these tiny little flowers. That's good to see. A lot more smaller things, and here everything looks pretty nicely scalable, so that's good. Anyway, continuing on here, I wouldn't say in those last couple shots, there's not really anything too exciting, I wouldn't say. I mean, we obviously see that we've got entertainers here. That's something we already had in Planet Coaster 1. And they already kind of interacted with entertainers, so that's not really anything too exciting, I suppose. But, yeah, just we've got new mascots. Yay, I guess. And in the background here, I mean, we've got some more water slides. We've got some buildings, some flat rides and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say that's anything too special right here. And then that's it. That's the end of the trailer right here. It's coming fall 2024, though. And our first look at gameplay will be the 31st of July. That is literally just round the corner now. It's the 11th when I'm recording this and when this is actually dropped right here. So literally 3 weeks away, roughly. But yeah, so what are my actual opinions on this right here? Well, I will say one thing that I've already said it twice, but I'll say it again. It does seem like this new game is a lot more focused on the actual water parks, the water slides, that sort of aspects of the game. And the only actual thing that's really changed with the theme park side of things is the flat rides, being able to actually make it so that we could customize the flat rides. Where is that? Right here. I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool, but it's just flat rides, you know? But in terms of the actual roller coasters, it doesn't look like much has changed, really. And I would even say that Theme Park Tycoon 2's coaster trains and just tracks may look even better than this. They're still going for that cartoony look. I understand that because they don't want to over-detail stuff, but Theme Park Tycoon 2's trains look better, and that's a Roblox game, so that is one thing that is not great. I do like the look of these supports in the background, though, but, I mean, honestly, on the actual theme park side of stuff, the only major things really is the actual flat rides, and I guess the guest emotions are really nice to actually have them waving to each other and stuff like that, and actually having the emotions when they're on the train, as we saw right here, of them kind of being like, oh no, oh, I'm so scared, oh no, guys. Something that I would have really loved to have seen is the actual scaling tool in the game. Maybe we are going to have that, but they haven't really shown it off, or at least I don't think they have anywhere here. They've just shown like the normal sort of like building stuff here. They've not really shown off any like scaling tool. I can't see anything that would indicate that, like any parts that look like they're differently scaled. So yeah, that is a shame. Rope tool though, I think we are going to get that, and I really hope we are going to get that, because otherwise that'll be a bit sad. But yeah, I don't really see any other building elements. Maybe we're just going to get, obviously the foliage looks nice. We'll get a bunch more like building elements and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm not incredibly excited. It's not like groundbreaking. I feel like it does just look like Planet Coaster 1 with a water park expansion. Like genuinely, they probably could have just done this in like an update to Planet Coaster 1 with water parks added on, water slides added on. But I honestly, I don't know. This is a very early announcement right here, so let's not look into it too much, I suppose. All I can hope is that we at least get a scaling tool, and that's hopefully shown off when we actually get this gameplay. First look right here on the 31st of July. Fingers crossed, hey? Because that's really the thing that is holding Planet Coaster back. And also stuff like switch tracks and drop tracks and obviously your tilt tracks, stuff like that. I don't think anything like that is really shown off in this trailer anywhere. I can't see anything at least. Yeah, I've just had a look through and I can't really see anything like that, which is also a shame. But hey, maybe that's stuff that's going to be announced in the future. Also, something I did just want to quickly mention is the actual pathing tool. Let me just find here. The pathing tool looks like it's going to be a lot more easy to use. The paths in this park just look better. Like if we see right here, these are guests that are walking over this path right here. And I don't obviously know how the actual pool system is going to work, but the fact that this is just going from different thicknesses so fluidly right here, they're just walking over this path and it interacts so well with the pool. I am very much hoping that they obviously fix the path, and it looks like they are going to in some way. We'll just have to see what happens with that. But in my opinion, this isn't too groundbreaking. It looks exciting, and of course, I am very much anticipating this right here. I'm really looking forward to it. But at the same time, it's nothing groundbreaking. I was looking and hoping for stuff like the scaling tool and those sort of features and just like drop tracks, more exciting stuff like that are actually going to change the theme park experience. But it was a very big surprise. Like I honestly didn't know that water parks were being added right here. That is really cool to see. But then again, it also does sort of feel like that should just be an expansion pack of Planet Coaster 1. I don't know, though. I'm sure the game will run a lot better. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I'm sure we'll be seeing some more stuff in the next couple weeks and months before the game comes out in full. And I very much look forward to it. I'll be reacting to any other future stuff on this channel, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below if you'd like to keep up to date with Planet Coaster 2 right here. And other than that, guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Check out the video that's popping up on the screen. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And yeah, I'll see you all in another video. Goodbye. Bye-bye.